Alright, I think that we should start now. So, hello. I hope that everybody can hear me because I was just going through the settings of my mic and of the stream, and I hope that now it will be less laggy. I hope so. So if there will be any lag, that please tell me that I will be doing something about that. So yeah, today I think I should really start doing this piece. This is the timid piece. Picture I was planning to I am doing as a gift for a family friend. And yeah, I think I should just see some. Okay, there are some notifications about skipped frames, but not as badly as it was yesterday. If you were on yesterday's stream, the first half an hour was a total disaster, and I had to refresh my internet router, restart. So yeah. I think that I had this concept sketch made based on one of the statue I found on the internet, and today I want at least make a proper sketch on the bigger piece of paper, and I will use again this crap because I decided to make this in colored pencils, in the watercolor pencils, but with very fine layer. Oh no, the music is alright. I just thought that I haven't clicked to play the playlist in a loop. So yeah, this should hold, as I tested, it holds watercolor pencils fairly well, so I'm not that worried about the bending. And I need to just take a piece. The music just stopped. I hope that it's not about the buffering or something. Why when I click you start playing? You should be playing like on your own. Oh my god, the glue is so... Okay, but since I want to put this picture in a frame. Oh yeah, and today we are also deciding on the color scheme for the picture. So I have my watercolor pencils ready. And yeah. So this is the concept I'm going for, and I will test some colors now on this sketch and maybe do some other loose thumbnails to plan out the colors. But the point is that this frame, which we want to put the picture in, is not the proper A5, as you can see by this indent. It's not A5, so I'm not worried about this part, because when I can just lay these two pieces with each other and mark when it ends. So this ugly piece with glue will not be in the final picture and will not be also seen. And also what I want to do is to put a another thin layer of paper to leave space between the glass of the frame and the picture. So, you know, when you have this piece of paper which is A5, I want to cut this and put another piece of paper that is slightly smaller but in the same proportions as the piece, so you will have that nice framing. Not only the regular frame, which will be right here, but also the nice clean white one. But I'm not sure if I will do this out of this paper, but I will see after why I did that. I don't know. So yeah, I will just go with that frame. Oh my god, I don't want to break it. Go with the frame again and mark this really hard and bend this along the line. I know that Joanna is also streaming right now, and if I end streaming before she ends streaming, I will rate her, and I know that probably most of the people go there because she started like 40 minutes ago. So yeah. I should probably just grab some pen maybe and some paper tape. So I will be right back because I tend to forget about some supplies. So yeah, I'll just put the music volume a little bit higher so you will not be bored when I will be gone. So yeah. So I'm back. I grabbed some X-Acto knife and these other knives and ruler, so I think that, well, I'm already lining this and marking, so why would I just not cut it right away? I want to line it properly because there is a slight, like, a few millimeters difference between these two. Okay, that should prevent this from moving, and very lightly I will mark this paper. Just tape it off before, so I will very carefully, so the tape would not damage the paper underneath. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see that there is a slight leg, and I see that this is not exactly parallel to the edge, and now it should. Let me check. Yeah, I'm super perfectionist to the max. 7.5 millimeters, and here is 7. So now it's just should be 7. Oh no, it is 7. And here it is also 7. Okay. But why did I just put this aside? So I will take a knife, put this alongside the ruler, the line, still think that this is like, no, it is parallel. Okay. You won't believe how many times I will start like cutting, and this damn ruler is casting a shadow on the line, and I can't see it properly. Oh my god. I hate this situation, so I will just gently. Oh my god, you see my head. And also, if you hear anything in the background, it's just my dad watching football, because there is, well, Poland doesn't play in the World Cup anymore because we suck at football real hard, but we just keep watching this stuff. So okay, I have this slide. Okay, I made this in the right place. And then again, so I won't obstruct the view with my head, and do some deeper cut alongside the previously made cut. Oh no, wrong way. It's not deep enough. Oh, focus, focus, focus please. Thanks. And also I think I should bring a cutting board. So yeah, again, I will be right back. I'm back with the proper cutting mat. Oh, okay, I see that there is a line on the other side, so I need to do it even deeper cut. And I feel that in some places the blade goes to the mat, but I don't. Well, apart from this, did it cut through? No. I don't have guillotine here, because if I did have guillotine, I would not have any space whatsoever. Okay, there is. But we will still be using this little piece, because we can see how certain color behave on it's like I don't do anything here. And I know I say I don't do anything, this is just a speech pattern I subconsciously translated directly from Polish, because we have double negation in Polish language, and saying I didn't do nothing wrong is valid here. Okay, a couple of slices here. Oh, great. Okay, it's almost perfect, which is great. Just put the sharp objects aside and just bring this back so I can see. Oh, also I know I won't be using this side because it just got dirty from something. I don't even know from what. Probably there was something dirty on the pad. I don't know what would be. But okay, it got a little bit erased. So how would it look like? Okay, it's perfect on the height, but it's kinda loose on this side, but there is nothing I can do about it because this is A5, you know. It's good that I managed to, yeah, it would look fine, I hope. So I will just carefully take it out, put a mat because it maybe, no, it is cleaner, but I think I should do something like this. Oh, to still have my pose reference here, and I will open another reference. Legs, hi, hello. Why are you lagging? And I will just open another reference on my computer, so I will look at it. And taping needs to be done at least on the edges. And not on the edges, on the corners, I'm sorry. But I will just put this a little bit aside, so I can focus more on the colors now. So I will just put some quick thumbnails, main key elements, and I'm not fully decided if I want the snake to be here or not. Okay, OBS is clearly like lagging right now, but I see that the drop frames aren't as bad as it was yesterday, which is good. So yeah, I will just quickly check what's happening on on the last stream, which is still uploading on YouTube right now. So yeah, it would be nice if you would open YouTube. My net is lagging a little bit. Oh no. Ah! I opened it in the same in the same card as I had my playlist, like congratulations, Ina, it's not your weekend. This weekend is clearly not your weekend. So yeah, while it is so I was thinking about two scenarios in which the key elements that I want the composition to do, the eye flow to go kinda this way, like from the hand through the face, slightly to the scales, alongside the rope, and then alongside the sword. Is it okay? Oh, it's uploaded already. Good. Finally, it was like I was like waiting around 2, maybe 3 hours for it to upload. I just need to edit the thumbnail. Sorry, I'm doing this right now, but I see that nobody's watching me and this is my stream and I do whatever I want. And I see that all the miniatures are not about the pictures. Great, like and I don't have time or skills to make my own thumbnails, and I don't bother that much about thumbnails for stream replays. So yeah, okay, let's just leave it aside and focus more on color. That's probably also another one, so including the sketch, it would be like 4 color choices. I'm kinda worried that nobody is here right now, because I am super and I'm not super super decisive person when it comes to colors. I have my favorite color combination, but I don't know if it would work here. So we have 4, and first thing is I wanted the scale to be gold, so it would make the rope kind of golden color, or at least this beige, this kind of dirty gold. No, it's not beige, it's like ochre. It's kind of the color of the, I don't know. I won't say this. I have something in my mind, but I won't say this. So this will be like this, and also the piece on her arm would be also gold, so the gold will be go there, and I think that the scales and her blindfold and the tip, the top, the handheld, the held, the hand, or the hand, the hand, the hand. God damn it! What is this piece of sword called? I need to Google this real quick. Handle. Oh, I was close. So yeah, the handle of the sword be more shiny than the rest. I want this gold to kind of fade into the background color. And because the scales would be most of the key elements of the picture would be gold, I want the I'm thinking about keeping the rows kinda off-white, not really white, but off-white, or even with a hint of blue. But then I don't know what to do about the rest of the picture. I think that the rocks she's standing on should be like either gray, that would be like gray here, and so would be her hair, like off black, dark like the rocks, so it would be some kind of framing. I don't want to go like nuts with the colors here, and therefore also her skin will be like you know, the regular Caucasian, so a little bit of pink and orange, and because of that I want the sky to be blue but with a slight gradient, but I don't with this, yeah, so it would be darker around here, and lighter in the center, so it won't clash much with the character. So yeah, a little bit like this, but of course this would be, and I'm thinking about putting some gold acrylic paint as a gold embellishment. This is something I really like doing when I'm making a card as a gift. But yeah, so this, the edges, oh my god, this is already run out. And I want the edges to be black. But I'm not sure, maybe I should keep the rope not off-white with blue, but maybe with orange, to keep the whole character warmer colors than the background. So I'll just quickly do this. Do this on the other, on the other thumbnail. So yeah, this would be warmer, maybe golden, or I was thinking some of orange or some light brown. And because it will be the character would be like warm, that I will give her warmer hair shape like brown, and then keep the rest as it was in the first iteration. So blue here, some blue there, so the rope and the tip of the sword, and a little bit of her leg would like be fading into the background. And then some framing with darker shade of blue. And well, it looks nice, but I see that I need to make the gold popping out more. So in this case I wouldn't need to make gold embellishments with acrylic paint. Then here I have to, because the whole person is warm and thus the gold will disappear. I quite like this one, but I will just check what if the scale and all the key elements will be silver. Keeping the other elements in the same. So because this is like silver, which is, well, it's not warm nor cold, but because of the skin will be warmer, because, well, the colors I chose makes the silver appear colder. And yeah, and because of that I need to change the background to be more like sunset, but I don't know if it would look good. No, I see that it doesn't work that well. Also sunset and orange sky makes it like a little bit more difficult to shade, because I wanted to shade it like it would be in the middle of the day, and orange sky implies that it's like sunset, so it would look like she would be lit from behind, and I don't want that, because that would discard some details in my opinion. I did so much rim light, and especially sunset rim light lately in my my lately in my lately in my art, and I don't want to use this much, and I don't think that it would look good. So yeah, I will probably go with this one. So I will quickly do this here to see if it works. So gold. Light skin color. I will probably just search my pencil case because I remember I bought the skin colored Kohinoor watercolor pencil apart from this set. It was before I got my 72 set, and I bought some nice colors separately. So I will just search for this one because it would make my life a little bit easier, and I don't want to mess with too many layers on this paper. Well, where is it? It was here. Oh yeah, there it is. Also, I need to take this sharpener out because I see that many of the colors I want to use are, are not sharp after yesterday's 30 Minutes Monday. So yeah. So I will just put some green color there and some light brown. Like it gives the material the raw look, like they look like someone who doesn't care that much about the aesthetics of their outfit would give, because most not dyed outfits from that time would be either white or off-white leaning to the beige. So it's a little bit historically accurate. So yeah, and now for the blue. So I think I will discard the snake, but because I'm sorry, because I don't think that this much like you see it's femit already because of the blindfold and the scales, So yeah, after the stream I am going to cut this out and paste this in my crappy Moleskine. Which, by the way, I don't say that Moleskine is crappy, it's just this sketchbook I own I call crappy Moleskine because it's a Moleskine knockoff. It can lie flat like Moleskine, has pocket on the back cover like Moleskine, has a bend to close it up like Moleskine, but it's like 3-4 times cheaper and has such a crappy paper. So I used this for sketching and for thumbnailing, or for, you know, very loose sketches I did like on other paper, sketches on scrap paper which I glue in so I can have everything in one place, and some guilty pleasure sketches, because why not? So yeah, I think that I will just give a little bit blending, and also I think I will fade this scale a little bit with blue, and the tip of the sword and the rope and this leg, so it would give this line. Like even the rope, I made the rope and the fabric go from this shoulder to follow the line from this shoulder to the tip of the sword, so it just looks like it's in the composition is like complete. So it looks like this, and I don't know, maybe I should just give some because I was also for framing, I wanted to make the rocks like fading back to the background, fading away, so it would frame the picture nicer. And also, if I want to give some clouds maybe on top, to also give that sort of frame, give that sort of framed feel. I don't know, I am really like, I'm pretty like sold on this concept. I will just bring this more to camera. So yeah, it would look nice, I think. Yeah. I am like quite sad that no one is here, because I would need some guidance into which colors which colors would be better to use, and maybe some other color combinations would be nice. But since I want to go gold here, I need to go blue anywhere else. And since I go warm on the with warmer colors on the whole character, I need to go with colder colors anywhere else. So yeah, this is what we are going with here, and I will just quickly sharpen. So did the music stop? Oh yeah, I reached the end of the playlist. I need to empty the sharpening bin. I will be right back again. In darkness when there's no more light that you can see, I'll take us back to times when lives were similar and times that all seemed easier. So I'm back. I really see I will rate Joanna after the stream, which will end in about an hour. But by the way, this is pretty sharp, these two. Yeah, artistic ASMR, sharpening the pencils. There is one thing in my art supplies. It's one of the China graphs I own, because apparently, as I searched, I own like all the colors that are that China graphs are produced in, and the China graphs I own are like, my father found this in my granddad's basement, and we took them because, well, my granddad is like dead for like at least 10 years. Well, he died in, well, almost 20 years. So yeah, he won't be needing them. So we took them, and it turned out that one of that those are like from 70s or 80s, which are like very vintage. Like I like watching like vintage art supplies. This is some sort of history I'm really fascinated about, and one of the China graphs had, you know, you have those gold letters that show you, hey, this is the color code, this is the brand, and this is the name of the series, you know. And one of them had the markings that were that indicated that it was made in the one fabric in Poland that is not operating under the same name anymore, which is like the thing that was left after the communist era in Poland. And this is some sort of, you know, history, and I don't want to sharpen it because after some time the marks of this factory will just be sharpened away, you know. And I don't want that to happen. I want to preserve that, and then tell my kids, if I ever have kids, that look, this is the factory that now has, I need Google to help me, that now has the only this is the word I heard before, the exclusiveness. Yeah, this is now the factory that has the exclusiveness to produce different brand of crayons that is only produced here in Poland, and this was their old name, and this is like, oh my god, some history, some knowing, some vintage stuff from the 70s or 80s, because I can't really pinpoint where it was made, but apparently all the China graphs I own were made at the same time, were never sharpened for like 30 years. I have the white one sharpened already because I use it all the time now, because I learned how amazing of a medium it is, and I am using now this all the time. And by the way, this is called this is called dermatograph in Polish, but it's basically a China graph. And this is like amazing. The texture of them is really like waxy, and when I apply this over the watercolor pencils, this makes the color so saturated, and the texture of the paper after that is so smooth. It's like the layer of wax here, and it really helps me blend the colors and make some of the colors more saturated. And this is just super nice, and I like this. Like you can see the difference, and they don't come with, and only the green one has the markings about the factory, and I don't want to. And all of the remaining, like red, yellow, blue and black one, were not even sharpened yet. And this is like something, oh my god, you had like this kind of art or tinkering supply, because this can write on the wood or metal, so you can mark the places you want to saw through, you know, or drill through, or cut or whatever. And this is like some sort of history, because after they were bought, they were never sharpened for 30 or 40 years. And this is just something that's amazing. What my granddad had in his basement. Pretty amazing stuff. Also, he had like micrometer from like USSR, you know, you know, from Soviet Union. Oh my god, when I bother with acronyms I can't remember. From USSR, yeah. And it was still in its fabric box. It looks like it wasn't used at all, and it works because I like measured the thickness of the crayon first with the ruler, like eyeballing, like approximating what it would be, how thick it would be, and then I measured in with this micrometer, which by the way I learned in college in the first year. It was my first assignment in physics. I learned how to measure with micrometer, and it works, and it still works, and it works like beautifully. And this is just also that piece of old technology I really like. Old learning about retro stuff, and like this is some sort of nice feel for me. So yeah, back to the drawing. I need to sketch this really lightly, and I also need to bring my reference. Oh yeah, here it is. Open with this. Okay. Okay, so I have this nice femit, or like it is called in the title, Lady Justice Roman Goddess Justia Femis statue, which is just a photo of a bronze statue you can apparently buy somewhere. And it looks nice anatomically wise, and I decided to use this as a reference, and the angle that it was made is like nice, you know. So I will just follow kind of this pose, but look like how the clothing is folding on the reference there. So yeah, I will leave a little bit of space because this is where the white border will be. It won't be very detailed because, you know, this is not so much of a space, and you know, this is where her feet will end, and this is how the framing would go, kind of here, and this is where the blue should end. So, and this is where her hand should be. So between her feet, which is this place, and her hand, which is this place, we need to like enlarge this around 2 times. So yeah, let's start with some with center line, which is around here, and also the center line here. I need to do this like this because I will eyeball this better. Okay, this is okay. This should be okay. So these are the main lines of the picture, and I will just draw on these lines on my thumbnail. So the center of so it goes like here, and it goes like here. Once again, is this even? Yeah. So yeah, the center is around where the one of the scale ends up. I need to quickly just put some lines indicating the edges of my picture here. Which I see that this line is around, well, I see that it's not quite enough. Okay, that's better. So the second scale starts around 1/4 mark. So the scales would be like there. And they start around here. Okay, I see that I did this, that I go too fast into this, because I don't want this to be like made like, you know, half-assed, you know. I think the scale should be smaller. The hand should be smaller. So her wrist is around the same. Okay, the hand should be more tilted. So her wrist is around here and it's on the same line as the top of her head. And this. Okay, I marked some pivotal lines of her face, and now I will quickly do the composition lines, so I would know exactly what line I should be at least roughly following. I know that you probably don't see everything, but I need to make the proportions as good as I can. Okay, so it looks like she would be about 7.5 heads tall. We'll just see how it looks like here. I know that okay, it looks like the reference is also like around from the top of the head to the to her toes is also like a 7.5. And also I see that maybe I should leave the snake but make it a bit cooler color, so it would fit more into the background. Okay, I will refine the muscles later. So her right feet ends up here, her big toe ends up on the center line. I feel that okay, so her hips should be around here. So yeah, it looks I will just quickly sketch her leg like, you know, with straight lines. This is how I usually sketch my legs. And just... okay, I see that her arm is like way too long. Okay, so her knee would be around here. Let me see. Yeah, around the 1/4 mark. And the other knee should be here. Okay, so I feel that she looks like a bit more sturdier, you know, thicker. I don't say it's a bad thing, but in this position her hand is too... this hand is like a bit too long, so I will just quickly see how it would look like with the proportions she has now. So no, her no, her hand looks, her arm looks alright, like proportion wise. I don't know why I feel that it's too long. Need to check this here on the reference, where when I take the length of her bicep and see how it is to the length of her head, it's the same as on the reference. So why do I feel that her hands are longer? So I need to quickly do the snake. How do you do snakes? Oh my god. So yeah, now I will care about this later. Also, in the topic of dieties, have you ever heard of country diet challenge? My friend Aaaand is the creator of the challenge, and he not so long ago he posted a video where a speed paint video where he draws his submission and also lays down the rules of the challenge. So yeah, I'm participating in this, and I yet have to make my submission. I have sketched and I have the anatomy roughly like figured out, but I still have to find some time to finish this and lay this and put this in the sketchbook. Okay, I need a ruler to do this. Okay, the angle would be like that, and her wrist is around here on the center mark, which is pretty anatomically accurate. Like, her wrist is around her hips, which, or maybe around here it should be, so the hands extended would be around halfway of her thigh, which is, you know, like humans, which is how the humans work. And also I need to give the arm a little bit like bended look to follow this line better. Oh my god, I will just unplug my laptop charger. Okay, the angle is not right, it should be around here. the tip of the sword is going very closely to the to her toes. I'm just looking at time because I usually stream only for 2 hours. So this will be the handle, and it would just pop out a little bit and have the same end as the scale to, like, you know, so you can see that, like, this is her set, you know. Maybe the okay, so this is the first sketch, and now I will just lightly erase it, and now some more for some more anatomy. Like, this is already what I would base my line art on when I would do it in my style, you know, because I already know that, hey, it would just go out and here, but since I'm doing something more, I need to focus on the proper anatomy, not my stylized anatomy, which is not great, by the way, but I'm working on it, and I want to see how I drew my OC even 1 year ago, you know. I see that I drew them with such a long, lanky bodies, which is something I don't do anymore. Like you can see, my characters are more thicker right now. I will just quickly check how this. Okay, so this part should be more out than this one. And maybe a little bit higher her waist. I need to see how much. Okay, so it should be, yeah, it should be in this position. Of course, some boobs, because she's a female deity. And I will just go with more erasing. And by the way, in topic of challenges, I also came up with a challenge, and I will start the challenge on this stream. At least go through the first phase of the challenge, because which is one color code challenge. I came up with it after organizing my art supplies and writing down their color codes and color names, and I've seen that many have color codes but don't have color names, and this is interesting And this is interesting, and I thought that I can use this somehow. So I came up with challenge where you find, when you roll a dice or do or choose a random number via dice or random number generator, and then take every supply which has that number as their code color and do some pictures with it. And the point of the challenge is to see what you can do with many different media. Like, for example, my number, if I roll number 1, I would use watercolor pencil, regular color pencil, oil pastel, and alcohol-based marker in different colors. It would be like white, yellow, and green. And it would be interesting to see how they mix with each other, how they behave around one another, and what I can do with like 3 colors I've never do anything that much before. And this, I think, is something is an interesting thing for a challenge, and that I will just say every time. And also, you know what is also a nice challenge? It's 30 Minutes Monday, which I'm also participating in. It's the challenge where you each Monday you have a picture, and you have to do something around that picture. Like, you can do, like, the point is to do a 30-minute study of the picture, and what you do with this picture during that study, it's up to you. Most people that I see that are participating are doing the realistic study, like when they try to copy the picture in a realistic style, and I also try to do with mixed results. But I also seen people that are making their own take at the picture, but you know, but in, for example, another setting, like there was a bark of wood, for example, and one person made the temple out of the texture, because it resembled a temple for them, and it is also nice and creative intake. And the challenge is just take a photo, have a photo, do a study in 30 minutes and post it. And so you can find it. It's 30 min mon on Twitter. Like, I will post right on chat this. Also, I will write my hashtag for my challenge. One color code challenge, or one CCC, and also Macian's challenge, which is hashtag country deity challenge, which is also really nice and makes you go into full research about Egyptian mythology, and it is something something really nice and something I really hadn't dwelled on since like elementary school. Or yeah, since elementary school, which is the last time we ever learned anything about Egypt and God and Egyptian gods. So yeah, so this. Okay. So the hand is ready. I will just look at this. Okay. And I will just lay some, just mark some highlights from this statue. Okay, so the face. I really struggle with the face being shown like held up. I think the neck should be a little bit thinner, so it would balance out better. Yeah. So folds would come from this place, because this is one stress point, because it's held by some pin or something, and it's lace on the shoulder, so this is one stress point. Another one would be just a bit over the chest, where there is another stress point holding this part together. The other stress point will be the folds that form just a bit over the belt, and this is for the top part. So you can also mark some wrinkles where the chest stretches out the fabric, also forming folds underneath. So yeah, some neck muscles, collarbones, and now the face. The ears will be like, in that angle would be like really far down, because as you may see, when I hold my head up, the ears start like on the line of the chin, and they end on the line of the nose, which when I look at you like straight, they will start like, oh, I need to show this, like that they will start around the nose and end around the brows. And when you look top down, the ears start much higher around the eyes, around the down line of the eyes or eyeballs, and they will end much above, well, around the hairline. And depending at what exactly angle will your character's face will be, they will change position from top of the hairline, from the hairline to the chin. And this is something to remember to draw, to form an illusion of the face being held up or held down. So yeah, her blindfold which is also another fabric, will also have some stress point. One will be around her ears when it sticks firmly to the head, to the back of the head, and it will be a little bit loose around the eyes, so the fabric would be much super stretched out on the bridge of the nose, and the folds would be around the eyes, like this. I know you probably don't see it well, but I swear it's here. So I see that the face, as I drew it, is not exactly on the center line of the picture, but that's okay. Her head can be a little bit tilted. So the nose would be, the tip of the nose would be like upward U or V shape, depending on the shape of the nose you want to choose, and it would be much closer to the eyes. So when eyes start here, let's say that the eyes are here in that angle and are a little bit slanted because, well, that's how your face is not super straight. It's like a little bit slanted away from you, and therefore when seeing top down, your eyes will be also not straight but following this round, this shape, so they will be slanted downwards. And the blindfold would follow the same shape, the same line. Yeah, who knew that you will learn something on my stream? And the mouth, I'm looking also at myself in the camera. Mouth would be around, well, before the ears end, so it would be around, so I think I should make the ears maybe a little bit lower. And also they would be like cut off by the line of the face. And the mouth should be around here. I don't know if I want to make her mouth open. No, open mouth doesn't work that well. I will do some shading here to show where the chin would be. And oh, like this shape here. Well, this doesn't look that good on me because I'm pretty much lit from the front and then from my right side with that other lamp. But yeah. Hey! Hi Joanna! Thank you for the host. I see that you end your stream already. Hi! Hello! How are you? How was your stream? Because I've seen that you are streaming just before me. I'm fine. I'm really fine. As you see, I'm working on something more bigger and something more ambitious, and I need to finish this before the next Thursday. But yeah, I think it's looking. Yeah, I don't know. What would you say about this? I'm going with this color scheme, by the way, and I'm using this as a pose reference, and I have another anatomy reference open on my desktop. So yeah, how was your stream? And I thought I will end before you, because I know you are streaming for longer amount of time than I do. And I thought I will end stream before you and raid you, but it turns out it's otherwise. So yeah, this line is pretty straight and you don't see the thumb really much. My stream went well, just finished the state bird of Colorado, so that was fun. What is the state bird of Colorado? Because I'm curious, because this is the concept of state birds is like I had a bit of sore throat, so that I ended a read on translated for animals. Oh, hope you will get these situations sorted out. Like sore throat is, I already feel my throat like dying kinda on me. I need to just make some break and drink, but I don't know if I want to, if I am just ending the stream in like 8 minutes. So maybe I will drink after the stream quickly, because when I talk for an extended amount of time, like 1 hour, 2 hours, that I feel that my speech pattern is different, that I speak much faster and less what was the word? Yeah, it is a Greek goddess of justice. because my family's friend, which is more like my grandma's friend, is finishing law school, and asked me to do some piece as a gift. Lark bunting is the state bird of Colorado. Let me Google this real quick. Oh, it's such a little bird. Like you did the like Google Graphics show me the two different birds, and I don't know if it's just because one of them is male and one of them is female. So I don't know if you drew the brown one with the speckles or the black and white one, because I know that in birds the sexual dimorphism in their sex is pretty apparent. It's black bird with a white beak and a little bit of white in the wings as well. Aha, so this is this one. So why this one is... okay, so the female's one is the brown one, and also sometimes the male one is also the brown one, if he's not breeding. Oh yeah, it's all boils down to having a mate. Yeah, just like with humans. So how it went? You said it was fun, but I don't know, some details. Was it hard? Because for me, drawing birds it's kind of tricky, because you think that birds are easy. This is like the one shape of bird you will follow. You can follow and you will be fine, you know. But it's not, because birds I like birds. I'm just doing some braided hairstyle on her. So yeah, I am doing this. I started with like cutting this paper to the size, because the frame I have is not exactly A5, so I had to cut this paper. By the way, this is the same shitty Canson paper I used before. Kept looking like a crow. Yeah, I see that it may look like a crow, but I might just bring up the picture of the crow real fast to see. Like yeah, I get it. The crows have longer beak, however, but yeah, there's slightly shorter neck, and they are pretty sturdy in terms of their body shape. So yeah, I see that. Why my playlist didn't refresh itself? So yeah, it took a lot of time to redraw and really pay attention with the beak and head. Yeah, because in most of the birds, it's the beak and head shape and the length of their necks that is determining the silhouette of the bird. Yeah, so yeah, the beak is kind of it's not super short, I see. It is one of the shorter beaks I've seen. It's more like a sparrow, especially the female ones look like a sparrow to me. But these are so small. I'm sorry, I just yawned with my mouth closed because I can. It's getting pretty late here and I will end soon, but I need to look at them birds. Is it super short compared to the birds? Like, some birds have it shorter. I think that sparrow have shorter beaks. Sparrow. And the great teeth, the great blue teeth have also, and also the I need to Google his name in English because there is yeah, how are you called in English, you little thing? I've never seen him in my life, but it's said that it lives in Poland. How are you called? Eurasian bullfinch. These have short beaks. From what I see, I've never seen this bird in my whole life, and this is one of the birds that stays for the winter in Poland, so I should have seen it somewhere. But also Eurasian blue teeth or great blue teeth is also the one with really short hair, the short beak, I'm sorry. And also, but no, I see that the sparrow has a pretty same beak as this lark bunting. So yeah, but this name cracks me up. Once I was tagging the doodle of the birds I've made, and I was searching the names of birds in English, and I see that, oh, the blue teeth, hehehe. I'm sometimes my sense of humor is so immature. Like, I never knew that this is a legit name for a bird. Yeah, their beaks are small. But yeah, it's the first bird is called Gil in Polish, which is also the slang name for the nose booger, which is kind of funny. You know, homophones. But I've never seen this, and I've learned about these birds because, you know, when you're in elementary school, you are learning everything about flora and fauna in your country, like, you know, types of trees, bird species, and we've learned and I love birds, and I really was obsessed with birds when I was a child. I had this book about birds, mostly Eurasian birds, and and I was browsing through this book every day and redrawing birds from this book like over and over again, and every time I heard about this bird, it's like I've never seen this, and judging by its red chest and belly, I should. And also because it stays for the winter here, I should really see this bird. Yeah, I don't know why this is named like that. I'll just quickly come back to the Polish side. Like, you can even see by the languages of the Wikipedia articles where it is supposed to be, because there is not a lot of languages, which means that this bird is not known, or people who are making the wiki articles are not super interested in that bird because it's simply not there. So I can see that there are some Belarus, German, Spanish, the local Kaszepsi dialect, which is a dialect of Polish language, which is a mix of like German, Polish, and some other languages that some people by the sea speak. I see that this Lithuanian, Polish, Russian, Ukrainian, and I think Japanese. Yeah, no, Chinese. And of course English, because it's apparently very popular in UK. Bullfinch. Who came up with this name? Oh yeah, Northern Europe and Asia. And also in Kamchatka and Japan, and even in northern Turkey and Iran. But I've never seen this here. Oh my god. Yeah, such an underrated bird. But it looks pretty. It looks pretty. It's some... If I can roast bird designs to whoever designed these birds, probably if I can roast the bird evolution, I would say this has a nice color. But I don't know how it would look like it would work when the bird would be among predators, because the red belly, you know, it's pretty visible, especially in the winter, where there is like only black and white in Poland, you know, because snow. This is interesting because what is popular and what is not, depending on where you live. Yeah, and I am the victim of this, because I am interested in animation, and I watch some YouTubers that are tackling animation, mainly in US, and what is considered nostalgic in US, it's so different in what is considered nostalgic here, where, not even counting that Poland was like communist for the 50 years, and just 25 years ago it stopped being communist, you know, and we get to know everything that children from the West were having. But also considering that I grew up in 90s, it's a post-communist era, and even then I didn't know many things that children in the US know. Like I didn't have Nickelodeon as a child. This is something fairly new in Polish television. Like 10 years ago, maybe 15, where I wasn't watching television that much anymore. I'm purely a Cartoon Network child, and also Fox Kids / Jetix child. Yeah, it is very, very different, and I look like top 10 nostalgic cartoons, and like half of these are from Nickelodeon that I don't know about. I know nothing about Nickelodeon. I know there is a SpongeBob and something, but the rest of it is like so foreign to me. Some really foreign to me, and I feel like kind of disconnected from some people because that I have some different memories considering my childhood. Like yeah, that is strange, but still there are some key elements. Like I watched Pokemon, I collected Tezos with Pokemons. So yeah, there are still some things that even though we have so many differences culture-wise and political, historical-wise, there are some key elements that are the same through the many cultures, you know, and Pokemon is one of them. But yeah, thanks to the internet, it starts to fading away. You know, the differences start to fading away, but there is still some bullshit when I want to watch something and this video is not available in your country, and I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. Cable can be expensive too. Why do I don't think I need to focus on drawing because I'm doing some stupid stuff I shouldn't be. Oh. So what are your childhood memories about, you know, about cartoon wise? Even though you didn't have any cable TV, that there were some cartoons like in public television, old movies. Yeah, because all their movies had like cheaper license to buy for TV stations. So they are like every year they has to like show the whole Shrek like quadrilogy because it became so after that movies from like 2000 mark, you know, year wise, are suddenly so cheaper. So I'm relating to this for a different reason. Yeah, for the not for the exact feeling of, oh yeah, I didn't had no, but for the reason of the feeling of being like disconnected from your peers or from people who like say, who like telling you didn't had a real childhood until you do blank, you know. This pisses me off because well, location wise my childhood wasn't well full of things that most people are talking about. We had PBS. I remember watching Clifford. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. Fetch. Kids game show, but I have fun. Yeah, there wasn't much kids game shows here. The one I remember was Hugo, and it was about you were dialing via your phone to the studio, and you get to play the game live by controlling the Hugo character through various puzzles or races where you had to collect coins, diamonds or whatever, and you were controlling this by typing the numbers on your phone, like 2 was forward, like 2 was forward, 8 was backwards, 4 was left, 6 was right, and this was like, oh my god, this is like some primitive stuff, but it is something that some people in Europe remember. If I recall properly, I remember PewDiePie talking about this when he was playing some, I remember he was playing some knockoff Subway Surfers, and you could play as Hugo there, and this is something like, this is not only a Polish thing? Can I link the thing for Fetch? Yeah, sure. Yeah, the feeling of disconnection, yeah. I'll just need to, oh, this is my reference here. Well, it was fun, but it was so, you know, because you had to dial to the studio, and it was like in the early, I don't know how to say the name of the decade, early 2000s. So it was in the early 2000s, and the quality of the dialing up with your phone was like so bad, and the controls were so delayed that many people like lost, because like they pushed the button to go right to avoid the obstacle, you know, and it was like you hear in the TV that they were, because each pushing the button were on the phone were making that beeping sound, like beep, you know, and you hear that beep, but the character didn't move because there was so much delay, and the people were losing because of it. No, don't worry. I also get so much distracted and I need to really end soon. My sis is like me and giving me signals and already. Yeah, I don't remember. It was some years ago, but I remember that it was certainly PewDiePie who did that video. Yeah, but they were the kids, but also their parents. They had to be in their parents' guidance, you know, because there were some prizes you went through, you know, you fought during one episode with like 1 or 4 families who were also dialing up, and sometimes they were fighting like phone to phone live, and usually they were the parents who were like talking on the phone but then giving the phone to kids so they can, like, you know, snake do and play some live snake, you know. Yeah, it is so bad. I will just quickly put this and just listen.
Life was missing its mystique. My squeaky toys had lost their squeak. And then, out of the blue, I saw the phone, and bam! My destiny was calling me. Pitched my vision for a show. They loved it. Thought I was a pro. They got my contract back to fine. To their alarm, a dog hit sign. Oh, I like that name. I didn't wait to renovate. Found 6 contestants. All were great. And now I'm on the road to fame. I've got a game show, and its name is... It's very catchy. It rolls off the tongue. Wait, stop. Somebody want to tell me why we got cats singing?
Ooh, and you could like win something there? So yeah, I think I will just quickly do some because you weren't there, but I dwelled much into the anatomy of the head when it's held up down and where the stress point of fabric were. So yeah, pretty educational stream for my standards. Yeah, it seems like really kids oriented show, and this is something that where there was a kids game show that was called Od przedszkola do Opola, which means in English from the preschool to Opole, which is the city that hosts the singing contest for Polish songs. And this was a show where the kids will come and sing songs, and were judged by the amounts of applause they get, you know, with the whole applause meter, you know. This was funny, but I don't remember any other like game show for kids specifically. Like most of them were for adults because of the prizes you could get. Like there you could get like to sing your song again and go maybe to the final and win the episode, you know. Nothing really really super valuable, you know. Well, for kids it's probably super valuable, you know, but not for adults, so they could participate. but in other shows there had to be an adult, and I don't remember any other show. I'm not basically a small group of kids will learn a certain topic, and whoever did the best job would win a fun prize. Oh, that's interesting. Like a learning based game show, which I also remember the show with kids, but I don't remember the name anymore. They were also some type of quiz show, but then you can advance like to the final. The applause matter, how unique, yeah. Oh my god. And this is I I I don't know if I can find the opening theme. Oh. This is something really old, like it ended in the 20s. Oh, this is something. This is this. I will link you this. This is quite lengthy for. Yeah, this is this. But you will probably not understand, but you will see those wonderful 90s graphic. Oh my god, this is. Oh my god, just looking at this. Oh my god, you can even see that it was like recorded on a crappy VHS. Oh my god, this guy. Oh, this is the 90s galore. Oh my god. Video is blocked? Not large amounts of money. Oh. But how is this blocked? It works fine here? It works pretty fine here. I don't know why it is blocked. Yeah, going through memory lane. I can dwell into this. Oh my god, there is some drunk guy yelling on the outside. Oh my god. 90s is my like favorite decade. Also the 20s, 200s, I'm sorry, 2000s. God damn it, what's wrong with my numbers today? It's too late. But yeah, 90s were wild, and the 2000s were also wild, and these are my favorite decades. This guy is so yelling. And this is like, oh my god, just looking at this crappy VHS quality is like, something. This is my guilty pleasure, something that is so trashy and tacky, and this is some kind of art in it. This is just, oh. So yeah, but I need to end the stream anyway. So thank you, Joanna, for coming, and this other person that is watching, I see you. So I will see who is streaming right now. Maybe I can rate someone. I don't see that anyone out of our peers is streaming right now. Oh, you're the 2000s kid. Oh. No, thank you for coming, because I'm finally not talking into the void. But yeah, 90s were like... I wish I could live more through them, because I was born in 1993. So I remember 90s faintly, mostly from some nostalgic videos, you know. There's not a lot of people streaming on my end, yeah. So I will think I will end it there. I will finish this off stream, or maybe on the next stream. I think Thursday, probably. And also, while I'm here, you will be witnessing me choosing the random number with these two D10 dice. Yeah, these are called D10 dice. And we will see which code I will make the next artwork with. Which supplies, will these dice bring? You know? So, yeah. Let's hope that it won't be the one of the 5 numbers with soft pastels in it. 22. I will look in my spreadsheet what colors are they. So I see that 22 is this color of watercolor and 2 colors of oil pastels, which is like is it pink? No, it's magenta, is dark green, and this line. Well, that would be interesting. I will think about something with that colors outside the stream. I am glad that I haven't like get like 4, because 4 or let me tell you 4 or 7 or 9 or 11, 12, 13, because these are the codes for the soft pastels and I don't want to use them right now. Oh, yeah, please don't be pastels. Oil pastels are fine. I can deal with them. It's soft pastels I hate. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you, maybe see you, Joanna, on Sam's stream, because I will be tomorrow on Sam's stream doing some artwork on my on this pad while trying to moderate the chat. So yeah, thank you for watching and thank you for coming and hosting the stream. And for those who are watching in VOD or on YouTube, also thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this more productive stream. Yeah, stay away from that numbers. Yeah, especially the 13. This one is unlucky. So yeah, bye, see you later and have a nice day or night.